The trolling at Kremlin.
You'll regret that, Prigozhin.
Da, sure I will. Jane Putin-kun. Boku sumaranaides. Leaving tot Kremlin. Legoving Belarus. Feeling accomplished. Blin's gonna blin. Lukashenko билет папасом.
Сука, билет нет, Prigozhin. No Wagner. Grr. Blin make a kurwa angry.
Putin? Сука! 2016, a time of cinema. My American counterpart just won the election, Justin Bieber entered his Bizzle arc, the iPhone 7 and SE had released, Leafy was here, Pyrocynical vs the Pokemon Go Kid, and channels like the Annoying Orange were raking in millions of views each upload. Might I add that the concept of the Annoying Orange has been released nearly 17 years ago, meaning next December, legally, the Annoying Orange can drink alcohol. Make of that information what you will, but what really was the peak of 2016 was Rage Wars, released on PC on the 18th of November 2016, developed by Lemendo, a Georgian media and game developer, is a side-scroller shooter game with a host of iconic characters from classic Rage comics, such as The Rage Guy, Why You Know Guy, Arab 9 Cat, Firing My Laser Guy, Adolf Hitler, Derbina, and the local sex offender. The story is very simple. After some mild trolling at La University, Dr. No derpnaps your wife in quotation marks and released a army of zombies to kill you. The gameplay is also very simple. You scroll to the right while an onslaught of zombies try to kill you. This reminds me of the continuous downfall and inflation of the Turkish lira, where hordes of barbarian Bulgars and Greekoids laid siege to Turkish supermarkets like 1453 using the far superior currency, the euro, in the border city of Edirne. As the impoverished Turkish population ran out of food rations, a devastating famine occurred. When a 25-ounce party pack of Oreos requires a full working day's worth of pay, I think there's an issue. And the fact that the issue keeps getting re-elected personally makes me believe that they deserve it. The controls in this game make me want to put a 12-gauge shotgun, load it, aim it towards my chest, and hopefully don't cause too much of a mess for my family to clean up afterwards. For example, your mouse only locks onto certain weapons. For example, only the flamethrower, chainsaw, and laser gun actually follow your mouse by default. You need to hold down the left click to move your aim for every other weapon. Not only does your aim not lock onto your mouse, neither does the actual game. For those with two monitors, enjoy being alt-tabbed every time you flick to gun down the Palestinian child that's about to enter Jannah. This is due to the fact that this is a ported mobile game that was originally released back in 2012. This is evident by the copy-pasted product description. How do I know it's copy-pasted? In the Steam description, it includes the Challenge Your Friends in Game Center, a Apple exclusive feature on Steam. Not only is the description copy-pasted, but so is a trailer, despite this being their most successful game on Steam. They didn't take the time to at least alter the initial description and trailer, and I respect the hustle. Time is money, and money buys kami. The gameplay cycle goes as follows: kill zombies, collect potatoes, rinse and repeat until the level's over. You collect potatoes to buy a better default weapon. You can choose any of the items that are available as power-ups, which include the Trench Sweeper, a Biotic Afghan Launcher, Markyman's Lapdog, German knockoff AK-47, the STG-44, Bosnian Flamethrower, and TikTok's Brightest Laser Challenge. Not clickbait. It seems that on mobile, these items cost money to purchase, as it seems on the Apple Store. I won't check because I don't own an iPhone, because I'm not a iCuck who watches their wife get railed by Sam Chads while listening to U2 AirPod Pro Max earbuds and stare at my monitorless computer as I blew the money on the 1000 USD monitor stand. I recently checked the Apple Store, and seeing that it costs 1,699 AUD is what a mule's kick is to a man's testicles. In the PC port, you can purchase these weapons with glorious Belarusian dish, the raw potato. The reason lore-wise is that when Lukashenko was re-elected for his 15th term, it led to a rapid socio-economic collapse, which reverted Belarus from an industrial-based economy to an agrarian society, with potato being the de facto currency, which is reflected in the in-game economy, with each potato being worth about 85 cents AUD. There are 30 levels divided into 3 worlds. Initially, it's a very easy game. However, around level 15, half of the upgrades become what a tide pod is to an infant's digestive tract. You try calculating trigonometry every time you launch a missile to prevent a national tragedy, or having to fend off the horde of sex offender registry applicants that have left the confinements of the Gacha Club forums with a weapon with a 2-second fire rate and shoots kernels of pepper. The best weapons in the game are the flamethrower and the laser gun, which both are one-shot and long-range weapons. The rocket launcher is better late game due to the sheer concentration of enemies. The chainsaw is better initially. However, when the ghillie suit zombies start occurring, you get what the squad call caught lacking. They pop a cap in your rim job center. In the final world, only the flamethrower and the laser gun are actually viable, with the AK being barely usable. If you picked up a power-up at this stage, odds are that you signed your own death warrant, as everything else lacks the damage, range, and or fire rate to actually do anything. It doesn't help that you can collect power-ups by shooting at it, so not only do you have to contend with a Stalingrad human wave onslaught, but also the supply drops that the Luftwaffe had promised have a 3 in 4 chance of it being a booby-trapped explosive crate. You know when your upgrade mechanic has a higher chance of it being a evolutionary disadvantage that will doom the player into facing eternity rather than help the player survive, you're doing something right. There is also a mechanic called Rage, which is a meter that fills up over time, which when activated makes you inject 99% purity SARMs, D-Bol, and Tren into your arm. In a episode of Roid Rage, you become invulnerable. My Chinese indoctrinated ass never realized that this was a mechanic. There is no prompt or anything about the keybinds in the settings. I only found out about this feature while watching a no-hit run. At that exact moment, I have lost all respect for Georgian developers. The dev of Pulse Day moving to Georgia is the last hope for Georgian cells for a good game to be made in Georgia. Every cutscene is in 720p and does not scale up with the resolution. In the ending, after you kill Dr. No, you find out that he was in fact your father. However, our protagonist brushes this off immediately after he sees Derpina. However, a tragedy occurs. Derpina calls our protagonist a good friend. In a fit of rage, he shot our queen. Now, I am actually confused, as Derp calls Derpina his honey in the opening cinematic. Did Derpina file divorce mid-kidnapping? Or is our protagonist severely schizophrenic and unable to discern reality? And perhaps the hordes of zombies was a manic episode of hallucinations. Was any of this real? Did he really kill anyone? Or was it cut to black symbolism for our protagonist, metaphorically tightening the noose and dropping? We will never know. Overall, the game is rage-inducing. I rate it a 1939, September 1st, out of some tomfoolery. Like and subscribe because there will be more Atomic Exitine fueled videos in my boy womb gestating. Next video will probably involve buying milk contained in a bag. Bless your face. If you sneeze during this video, bless you. Peace out. Subscribe.